what's up? My name is Yana and welcome to my series of short videos about The Umbrella Academy, where I discuss every aspect of the Netflix superhero show in detail. Why am I wearing a raincoat? I have no clue, it went with the umbrella. How am I? You probably don't care at all, so I'm not gonna bore you with that information right now. In fact, the only person who's watching this video is probably me. So, hi me, I'm sure you're gonna really enjoy that because, you know, you're me and you're interested in this. Anyway, just before we begin, I have to let you know that all of my videos are going to contain spoilers, so if you haven't watched the show yet, go and watch it first, or if you don't care about spoilers, then feel free to keep watching. In this video, I'm gonna be talking about what I think are the 7 best things about the Umbrella Academy. Number 7. The world. We have a motherly robot, we have time-traveling assassins, we have the apocalypse, we have something that's maybe supposed to be heaven showing up at some point in the show. So there's just a lot there, and it feels like it's a very big universe with a lot more interesting things that we could explore in the future. So I found that to be really cool. Number 6. Changes from the comic book. So I did actually buy and read the first volume of the comic, which the Umbrella Academy show is based on. And the comic is really fun. If you happen to be a hardcore fan of the comic, I'm by no means, talking bad about it or anything like that. But the comic is maybe slightly too insane if you want to directly translate it to television. So the kind of changes that they made to the story, and especially the changes that they made to the characters, I thought were really, really good choices. I thought they made the characters a lot more human, a lot more likable. They managed to make the story make a little more sense. So thumbs up for adaptation. Number 5. The animation work on Pogo. Everyone I've seen talk about the Umbrella Academy has mentioned this, and it's because it's really very impressive. And he's in a lot of it. So it's not like he shows up for 2 minutes. He's a very significant character, and every time he's on screen, I completely believe he's there. I believe that he's a person. It's really beautiful to watch. You can see his emotions. It's just gorgeous. It's really, really impressive work from the people who animated him. Number 4. The soundtrack. A lot of people talk about how good the soundtrack of this show is, and yeah, for the most part I agree. Or I completely agree in terms of this is really, really good music. There were a few moments in the show where I wasn't sure why you would choose that song for that scene, but overall the songs that they chose, the music is just amazing music. Number 3. Aidan Gallagher's acting as number 5. This is once again something that I've heard a lot of people mention. He is a teenager who has to play somebody who in their mind is an old man, and he does a brilliant job of it. And not only is he believable as an old man, but he's just extremely fun to watch, very likable, and he's just a joy. He's one of the best things about the show, definitely. Number 2. The ensemble cast. Now, I really love watching shows with an ensemble cast because that usually means that there's something for everyone. You get to pick your favorites. Even if you don't like someone, chances are there will be characters that you really love within a bigger cast. There are so many different team-ups and combinations of characters that you can explore, and they can relate to each other in so many different ways. So for me, that was one of the really cool parts about the show, having so many characters to watch and to be interested in. And the number one best thing about The Umbrella Academy on Netflix is Klaus. Just Klaus. As a character, as comic relief, as an actor, he's just absolutely fantastic. I think what I really liked about this character is that it's so easy to go wrong with the junkie who's kind of comic relief and who's kind of meant to be a little bit of a failure, but is really quirky and keeps doing crazy stuff. This sort of character can either be absolutely amazing or they can be awful. Klaus is amazing. So yeah, Klaus, the comic relief junkie who isn't annoying, and the number one best thing about The Umbrella Academy on Netflix. Okay, so now that you know there are so many cool things about The Umbrella Academy, go and watch it if you haven't watched it yet, or maybe go and re-watch it if you've already watched it, and maybe come back here for the rest of the videos in this series. I'll be talking about the 7 not so great things about The Umbrella Academy. I'll also be talking about all the different characters and the different romances and the themes of family and redemption. Thanks very much if you've watched this entire video, and maybe see you in the next one.